Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about everything that's included with the Into the Light free update launching for all players on April 9th, 2024. It's less than 2 weeks away, and we're going to talk about all the content, activities, and all the rewards that you guys can get. And obviously, with Bungie saying that there will be 3 streams for the Into the Light update, and we only had 2, they already gave us a teaser onto what things they're going to discuss on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday on April 2nd, of some stuff that we can already put in today's video. For example, they are already teasing that 2 exotic missions are making a return and that there's new PVE challenges, so obviously we're going to put that into this video. But you guys already know, if you've been playing for so long, that the exotic missions are likely to be Whisper of the Worm and 0 Hour, and if that is the case, then both Whisper of the Worm and the Outbreak exotic are going to maybe become enhanceable in some way or craftable, like we had with Dead Man's Tale and Vox Obscura with Dead Messenger. So it's likely that we're going to get the same thing, and to have those fan favorite exotic missions back, it's just going to be a nice cherry on top with this update. But we're going to go over a lot more things, and if you guys don't mind, then please be sure to subscribe. I know I annoy you guys a lot sometimes with the subscribe thing, but we are kind of down on our subscribe rate. I think we only have, like, 4% subscribing, so why don't you get your friends, why don't you click that red juicy button, because it would really help out the channel. We're trying to get to 35k before the final shape. It would mean a lot. But none of that, let's get right into it. So with Into the Light launching on April 9th, we're getting tons of things. We're getting loot, we're getting rewards, we're getting all these amazing new things that I can't wait to go into, and returns of fan favorite weapons that have been either way too potent back in the day and have been nerfed or sunset. So it's glad to see, all this stuff coming back. To start off, we have our brand new PVE activity called Onslaught, which is basically a PVE wave-based defense activity where the players defend the last city from increasingly difficult waves of the Witness forces for some very desirable rewards. And those desirable rewards can be scaled up to 12 amazing new weapons that we'll talk about in a second. And with this new PvE activity called Onslaught, you'll be fighting against many enemies, as well as upgrading and purchasing new defenses that you'll get from a new material called Scrap. Everyone in your fire team can earn Scrap, and it can be, it will keep building up, but you all can spend it separately on defenses and defense units like trip mines, decoys, and turrets. So it will be like a nice cherry on top with that as well, because you'll be building and upgrading these awesome defenses to keep yourselves and your team alive as you enhance throughout all the waves. And there again will be a total of 50 waves in this activity. There's different versions that you can do, like the normal one or the playlist one, or the even like I think it's like legend or harder version of this activity. And they said a lot of this in the first dev stream. They really went into a lot of gameplay, and basically, with one of the places that we got to see was Midtown being like revamped with pyramid, technology all over the place, and enemies like, I believe, the Fallen and the Hive swarming in. And then we got to go in a pyramid ship in one of those waves, and there were some rift mechanics if you played that Crucible game mode. So we got to see a lot of different things with this Onslaught activity, and it will be awesome to see it in new other places, because Bungie has said that other places will be taking place on the Onslaught activity. And one thing I just want to point out here with the theory here, I think a lot of people are actually thinking that the new 3 Crucible PvP maps, which Bungie will show footage off in the last dev stream for Into the Light, will likely be some of the areas that we'll see in the Onslaught activity. Again, that's just a theory, but it's looking very likely that maybe Bungie will be using Crucible maps as a way to, or pyramid type areas to do this activity. It doesn't need to be too huge, but at least for 3 sort of areas that the generator and the trip mines and turrets can be on. So it's not too far-fetched from my idea. Going forward with this brand new activity, we're getting a huge new social space, and Shax is going to be our vendor to give out, bounties, weapons, ranking up, and a lot of amazing rewards. One of the biggest things that a lot of Guardians are going to love is that fan favorite weapons like Recluse, Mountaintop, Falling Guillotine, and all these amazing weapons, a total of 12, will be returning to Destiny 2 in a new and improved way. Moreover than that, we're officially getting the Black Dark Shader that was from Destiny 1 finally coming back into the game, and this is just an amazing thing, because a lot of us I would say just hunters in general, are going to just be whipping out the dark black shader all over their armor, and fashion shows are just going to be ruined going forward. But I gotta say, it's going to be a nice little another cherry on top today. Man, I've been saying cherry on top. Give me a nickel every time I say cherry on top. But even then, we are finally getting the Dark Shader, and I think a lot of Guardians are going to like that. But moreover, we're getting a brand new social space where you will be able to attune to some of the weapons that will be coming in the activity and the update to get a likely better chance of receiving it from finishing the Onslaught activity. So it's really also nice to get more chances from getting these weapons, as a lot of people can find it a bit annoying when you can't get things to drop, me included. And with these weapons, we have actually a plentiful of weapons. We got the Succession weapon from the Deepstone Crypt, the Hammerhead from Black Armory, the Midnight Coup from the Leviathan raids, the LC's rifle, which is a legendary version of No Time to Explain in the energy slot. We got Forbearance from Witch Queen, Mountaintop, and Recluse, obviously. Edge Transit, which apparently was a huge meme, but now it's going to have like very dominant perks and will be actually a powerhouse grenade launcher. Blast Furnace from Black Armory, Luna's Howl from the Crucible, Hung Jury for the 50th fucking time, and Falling Guillotine. So we got a lot of amazing weapons, and these weapons will be extremely potent. I believe I heard from one of the developer insight streams that these weapons will not be craftable, but they will still remain in the loot box after Final Shape launches, but they won't have the ornament or the double enhancement rolls or whatever. It's sort of a style where you got to be there at the right time, be there once this update goes live to get one of those, cool ornaments and the really enhanceable versions of these, because I feel like they're, they are known to be limited time kind of weapons. I think Bungie's trying to put that out there to, get some engagement going for this update, so go and grab them. And unfortunately, only 6 of the weapons will be launching in the first week, and for a time in the last week or so, a lot of the Bungie community was upset, as Bungie was going to only launch one new weapon of the 12 weapons from that every other week until I think it was like May 21st. But Bungie has changed their schedule, and it looks like by April 30th or April 31st, we should receive all 12 weapons, because you're going to need to get all 12 weapons to receive the Black Shader. So basically, Bungie is time gating everything, but now it would have been worse. Well, now it's much better than it was last time, because Bungie was going to literally make us not be able to earn all these stuff until late May, but it looks like only we have to wait a couple weeks to get all of the weapons. So just be aware that only 6 of the weapons will be launched in the first week, and we should receive all the other 6 sometime from mid to late April, so it won't be too bad. And giving that forward, we have a lot of stuff also to bring out, is that Bungie will be going and returning 2 classic exotic missions with the Into the Light update. I made a video, if you want to do recently, actually today, about just footage from Esoteric on the Whisper of the Worm exotic mission, which was probably the best exotic mission that a lot of us Guardians love, that Bungie brought during the time of Warmind when we didn't expect it to come. And then we also have another exotic mission that is returning, although it's not confirmed to what these exotic missions will be. I personally think it will be Whisper the Worm and 0 Hour, but I think Bad Juju and Hawkmoon still remain as 2 exotic missions that we could see. And actually, there has been getting ongoing hype about returning Hawkmoon's exotic mission into Destiny, which I am very intrigued about. I don't know if any of you guys have been seeing that, but there has actually been sort of this vibe of getting the Hawkmoon exotic mission to return in the, Into the Light update. We'll see what Bungie does, but I think Bungie wants to bring us the 2 amazing exotic missions, and then hopefully we'll get more, as Bungie did bring the exotic rotator back in Season of the Witch, and exotic missions are proposed to come back now and again with this brand new feature. So it looks like Bungie's probably trying to get every exotic mission that we've received and put it into this exotic rotator, which would be nice. I don't think Bungie will actually get every exotic mission in there in a while, because we're always getting a new exotic mission now and again. Like, for example, we have Star-Crossed from this season, and we have the exotic mission sort of activity from Season of the Deep, which brought the Wicked Implement. So we don't know if those 2 exotic missions will be continuing forward in the Final Shape, as those seasonal content will be removed. So Bungie's probably proposing to bring those 2 exotic missions as well into the field when Final Shape arrives. But yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up the video. Again, we also will be getting another thing that Bungie will be saying is a new PVE challenge we called Pantheon, which will be releasing sometime Into the Light, which is really nice. And then we'll be also getting this, amazing PvE challenges throughout the Into the Light update, which is always great to see. So we'll find out any little bit more taste bits for Into the Light in the third dev stream. I won't expect anything too crazy, but if it is, I will make a little update video on this. But for the most part, that's everything that will be included with the Into the Light update, and I just cannot wait to see what Bungie has stored for us for this update. Again, this was something that was not really planned until after the final ship was getting delayed, so it was something that, devs actually spent time putting into for, no, profit, I would say, because it's free, but it is also, it's just a nice cherry on top again to have us be able to get this amazing, little update. But yeah, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.